Yeah, yeah, yeah. You just live automatically. Nah, as soon as you pop on, you lit. What's the word? What's the word? How you feeling? Nah, this is fun. This is fun. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. They saying they can't hear you. I got you right now. Nah, we about.
No headphones in or nothing. I'm just talking directly to the phone. I don't know if it make a difference or not.
Nah, they can hear you now. You good now?
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm just back to regular life.
Yo, they don't understand that stress, man. When you about to have a battle and people, even when people talking to me before I'm about to go on, I just say whatever. I don't even be knowing what my answers be because I be so geared in on,
I don't,
yo,
I
I can't
don't,
mess up.
I don't eat the day of the battle until after I battle. I barely could drink anything. The week of a battle, I'm definitely not doing. Barely do interviews leading up to a battle. Period. I just feel like it's bad luck.
Yeah. Now a long time ago, I used to not do none, but then with caffeine and everything advancing, like it'd be damn near impossible not to say nothing because then niggas be like, "Yo, you're not promoting,
So
you're
you're
not."
not promoting.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
but
For me, interviews is just like I'll do one, but I don't. I can't go on a full promo run because, like you said, just lock it. I took a year off, like a year off, 17-day prep. I couldn't. I couldn't do no promo for real.
yeah.
But yeah,
Um,
what questions you got, Mr. DNA?
Now my first question is how you feel about the battle? How you feel about the performance? I know in the face off, y'all was saying Twerk was saying, and I believe you said it too. Like that was your first big stage
It was.
battle. Like what do you feel like you learned? What was like the adjustments being up there?
Oh my God. So the feelings are okay. So you want how I felt in the building right after I got off the stage, or how I feel now after I've rewatched everything?
Nah, like why you in the battle? Like why as soon as you go first round, second round, third round, like why you
Okay,
actually in the battle?
so as soon as I hit the stage, nerves
Yeah,
immediately. Like you can feel every eyeball looking at you. Not used to that. Because it's a lot more eyeballs than I'm used to, right?
yeah,
That was crazy. And then like I was shaking and I couldn't control it. And I didn't like that either. I've never had none of that happen. I don't know. You can't really see it in the footage because I look, but like my hands was shaking, my fucking knees was shaking. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So then I start rapping, and like I wasn't getting the reception that I normally would in a small room where, I kind of expected to still get the same kind of reaction, but not. How can I put this? I thought I would get the same reaction from at least on stage people because most of them are battlers. Hold on, DNA. Somebody freaking honking at me. Hi.
nah, it's all good.
708. Thank you. All right, yeah, but I definitely thought that more people on stage would have been getting what I was rapping about. And because I wasn't hearing them, I'm like, fuck, ain't nobody catching my shit. But as I'm like looking back at the footage, everybody doing like, but nobody was screaming, right? So I need
Yeah,
y'all to scream so I can know that y'all fucking with it. The fuck, you know?
yeah,
But then twerk went, and it was just like, bro, it was everything I expected it would be. Like that feeling that, and no one, and no shade to nobody, but no one else could give you the feeling that you get when twerk starts rapping and goes, yeah. And then the crowd just go crazy. And then he do strapped in and the crowd go crazy. Then he do shook her pride and the crowd go crazy. Like, I don't, that shit was terrifying.
yeah.
But like it was terrifying. I'm standing there like, oh my God. His landing percentage is fucking insane.
Yeah,
Like everything fucking lands. Everything fucking lands. Even shit that ain't even a bar. They just be like, I like the way he said that shit. That was crazy.
yeah,
Like this, I learned star power. I learned, a little bit about what the big stage formula is as far as like how you write for it. Just by watching twerk, I can't really say that I learned anything from my side of it because like it's just my first time doing it. Like I definitely got to do it some more to really figure out what works for me personally. But
yeah.
like just from the big stage, like I can tell like one liners work better.
Mm-hmm.
4 bar, 8 bar setups work better. But it's really not my style, so I have to learn how to do that. Like I punch up to the punch, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, no, I totally get what you're saying. Like, yeah, when you on a big stage, it gotta be if you gonna punch up to the punch, it gotta be like stacking, like with that flow, like boo boo boo,
Yeah.
cause it's like
Still on a four, they want it on a rhythm like a
yeah,
song almost.
yeah,
And it makes it hard for me because, like I said, I got into battle rap from spoken word poetry, which is free form writing. It's
yeah,
free form. You don't have no rhythm. There's no rhyme or rhythm. You just making similes, metaphors, and you see that in my style. You know what I mean? So I think that more so, like I've really learned that on the big stage, cadence, flow, structure, and you really have to spoon feed. Not saying
mm-hmm.
that you have to dumb it down, but you really have to like
Yeah, you gotta let them
stay
know what
focused.
direction you going in because so much stuff is going on in the building. If not, they not gonna be able to follow you.
And I think that's really what happened with me. Like I scheme a lot while I'm punching. Like I'm punching in the scheming. I don't know how to explain it, but that's what I do. And like I don't do you won't catch a haymaker every 2 bars. You won't catch a haymaker every 4 because they're all over the place.
Yeah,
Like but yeah, I mean that's just pretty much what I learned is just like how to fix my landing percentage, the things that worked for twerk that anybody could really apply to any big stage as far as like just performance, like how you move, how you, your mannerisms and everything, all of that stuff like matters. You know what I mean? And I mean that's it's just so much I learned DNA. Like I don't really even know how to summarize it.
not yo. I feel you. I've been on the big stage shit since the beginning, and I still be learning stuff because it's like battle rap evolves, it changes. Like I feel like now we at the most point in battle rap where you can kind of, you know what I mean, still use your pen on the stage. Because when I first came out, that was like non-existent. Like anybody that had a pen died on the big stage. Like they wasn't trying to listen to nothing that
I
had.
don't know. I still think it's kind of the same way because when you watch I don't even know if B Dot ever been on a big stage, but even in a small room, like his content, it's so layered. Like a lot of
Yeah,
people don't catch it. The Kid Chaoses,
yeah,
JC, like even Street Hymns, like all these people, they don't. You don't even in the small rooms. You still have to go watch their shit back and really know
yeah.
what you're to go to get the context of it. So I really don't know if a pen serves. I don't know if a big stage helps anyone that's like super lyrical or layered at all, or unorthodox. Period.
I mean,
Every unorthodox.
I feel like both because like Twerk is unorthodox and he got a pen, but he makes it work.
What makes
JC.
him unorthodox though? Like when I'm saying unorthodox, like really, there is no 4 bar, 8 bar setup.
Oh, okay,
There's
I get what you're saying with that. But I
like I
mean,
don't write normal, you know.
yeah, but you know what it is? I feel like Kid Chaos will rock a big stage because he got the performance with it. I feel like that's all it
Yeah,
is.
but then when you look at him when he's not dancing and stuff like that, they're not fucking with him. If he's
Yeah,
not hitting some kind of, they're not fucking with him. But he's saying shit.
yeah,
And I'm not even a pen. I'm just unorthodox. You just gotta really listen to me to find where the fucking haymaker is or to
yeah,
catch it. Like or and I feel like I write sneaky, but I do that on purpose. I really like sneaking shit in there, and then people be like later on like, oh shit, I caught it. And that's actually what was happening in the battle, I feel like too, because their reactions were so late. I was already into the next shit by the time they was reacting to the shit I just said. I'm like, so I have to run it back now just so that they could catch up on where I was at and react to that. Like, I don't know. It was just so much I was learning.
no,
And
no.
again, you're off on 17. I've never took a battle on 17-day prep.
Mm.
Not even when I was active.
Yeah,
Not even when I was active.
so for the people that don't know, that when y'all be thinking these cards, well, we said this a lot, but just so y'all know, when y'all think these cards been stacked, I know everybody on this card ain't even get a contract or paid to like the third or the sixth. Some people on the
No,
sixth.
Hustle and Rock have been locked in since last Kings vs Queen. So they had over a year for their battle.
Oh, okay, okay. I'm saying yeah. I know for mine, I know for Clips and Jazz, yours and Suge and Shuni, that was like I don't know, like yeah, like you said,
That was
like 2 weeks.
prep, yeah. But
Yeah,
they was locked in for almost a year, so they're the only one that really had time.
yeah,
I've never wrote in 17 days, and to do that I've been gone over a year. You know what I mean? Straight, no rap. You know,
yeah,
that was very tough, and I'm super proud of myself. Like, I see like all the negative comments and stuff like that, but I'm really used to it because it just comes with being unorthodox in a culture that's not. It's just not a lot of people that write in a way that I write, basically. You know what I mean? So it's always been like that for me coming in. And then my accent is a little different. The terms that I use are different because I'm not necessarily from the South or the East Coast. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's all adjusting. And that's what my career has always been. So I'll always take the criticism and I'll apply it. And I always just try to come back better from it. You know what I mean? But as far as the big stage, it's a monster of its own, but I'm super inspired to like crack that formula for myself. Like I want to find a big stage formula for coffee that's authentic to me. Like I'm not happy writing one-liners. I'm not happy doing a 4-bar setup. I'm not happy. It doesn't make me want to go look at my content, you know?
Yeah, what I
And
was
for
about
me,
to
that's
tell
what
you also though too is like you gotta also remember, right? Because um it's always like one of ones. So if you keep going on the stage, they might just get used to what you do when you on the big stage. Like I don't feel like everybody also always gotta necessarily like change because somebody like a Loaded Lux, after they see him on a big stage, he's Loaded Lux. He don't really make adjustments from
and I
small room
kind of feel
Lux to
like
big
that's
Lux.
what happened
Yeah.
with me too. Like in the beginning, nobody
Yeah.
fucked with me. Like when I first started, but the more I went out, the more they start, hearing about me. The more people saying, "Hey, check out Coffee. Did you catch that bar?" And the more bars they see people catching, it kind of makes them look deeper into it. Then they'd be like, "Oh, okay." And then they do start catching, like you said, yeah. So it's just really becoming familiar, with each
Yeah.
with my style. It's my first time on the big stage, and a lot of that crowd had never saw me. You know what I mean?
Facts.
They had never heard me. Maybe they saw me behind somebody at one point, giving them props or trying to hype them up at one point on the big stage. But they had probably never saw me in a small room because I came in the pandemic. And then after the pandemic, it was barely any events. And then after that, I was pregnant. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
it
for
was kind
sure.
of like my debut for a lot of people, and it's just something they never heard, and I write in a way that they're not used to, and going against someone as fluid and with the cadence and performance and full package of twerk, it makes my shortcomings that much brighter and that much more like in their face because they're literally comparing us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Um, congratulations again on your new blessing for sure.
Thank you.
Um, what I will say is this: when I was watching it, and I was telling everybody in the first, I'm like, she's saying a lot of crazy shit. But for me battling on the big stage, I'm like, here's where what I mean that adjustment from the small stage to the big stage is gonna kick in. Cause I was like, yo, she's not like, cause some people was like, I don't know, she's not really getting off. I'm like, nah, she's getting
It said
off.
I
It's
didn't
just,
say shit in my first, right?
yeah,
I'm watching my first over and over. I'm like, how?
yeah,
Like how? And then everybody's like, it's her delivery, it's her delivery. And that's just something that is authentic to me though. That's how I
yeah.
deliver it.
But no,
You know
by,
what I
by
mean?
by the second round though on, they was rocking with you. Not me for the rest of the battle. So I thought it was a fire battle. Um,
Yeah, it was just an adjustment I had to make. Like I really had to learn to live in those pauses. I don't
yeah,
usually like pause. Like I don't stop so that you know that this is where the punch is. I just go. And wherever
yeah,
y'all if it gets too loud, then I'll stop. So I just really had to learn to live in the pauses, talk to them a little bit, get comfortable. Literally, my slogan.
yeah,
I
yeah.
had to
That's a
get
fact.
comfortable and just start being me, like letting me shine, my personality.
For sure, for sure. It's early in the year. We only in March, so they got it's people in the chat giving names they want to see you battle. But like, what's the top three that you see yourself getting in the ring with for the rest of the year?
I really just want competition. Like, it's I have so many people left that I could battle. Like, so Shuni, I think she did great at Kings vs. Queens. I wanted to battle her last year, but I was pregnant. The year before that, we just didn't cross paths. I would love to battle Shuni. Um, Farah,
Hmm.
QB, um, fucking Caution. Like as a rookie, I would have battled Caution from RBE because Pristavia is pregnant, or I would have, wanted to battle Pris. Um, Male wise, like Snake Eyes.
Yo, stay right there, cause I got a text earlier from him saying, "Yo, tell Coffee to relax. I'll smoke her."
I'll embarrass Snake Eyes. It's not, we're not gonna do that. It's too much for me to say to you. You know I don't like you for real. So that's why I want to battle you. Like I want to get back in that bag of how I felt with T Top.
Yeah,
And that's how I feel about Snake Eyes. Like I don't really like you weird niggas.
I thought you was cool with T Top.
Me and T Top cool now.
Oh, okay. So y'all had like a love hate relationship.
Yeah, like we wasn't real best friends or nothing like that. Like we was joking on your face off. Like we wasn't
Yeah,
real best friends. We never kicked it outside of here. Like he never met my kids, seen my house. I never met his kids in his house. But I didn't really like Twerk said in the battle. I didn't like that you use me and trying to expose me to get at Gotti. That's some hoe ass shit. You a hoe
yeah,
ass nigga. So I
yeah,
didn't like that shit.
yeah.
And then with Snake Eyes, like he just do bitch ass shit behind the scenes too. So I have that same kind of feeling for him. So let's battle.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. You and Snake Eyes, that might be at the top of my list right now for
Yeah,
joints I
let's
want
do
to see
that.
you with. But I still want to see you versus Jazz though too.
Jazz at first was saying she didn't want to battle me because I died against Twerk. And then she was saying she had said that before she saw the battle at all and saw the battle and she like, oh, okay, it's still lit. So, it's up to Jazz. Like at the end of the day, she's at the end of her road. She could at this point she just taking whoever she want. And
Yeah,
I've never been a person to chase battles or,
yeah,
call nobody scared or nothing. Everybody, we all got choices, especially at y'all point in the game where y'all don't really have nobody else to battle. You got a blunt rap? Oh, okay, it's cool, it's cool. Yeah, at this point where like, y'all don't really have nobody else left to battle to make your resume anything. Like me, I got a lot of people I can still battle. I even want to see Couture this year if it's possible. Like,
mm, you
like
and
if I could see CUNY, Jazz, Couture, Hart, 40, Farrah, any of those, then I'm 3 out of any of those, I'm pretty good. Like I'm set.
yeah, that sound like another Wody year right there. If you got all of those lined up.
Battling women is a lot different. Even me battling other men, like nothing, no one I battle will be like anything that I did to prep for Twerk or to prepare for him because I just don't feel like no other battler brings
Mm,
that electricity, that kind of fucking energy. Period. Not in a small room or a big room.
yeah,
So I
no,
think like I'm beyond that. I'm happy I faced that. I feel like I stood my own. My second and third. Let me tell you something before we get into that. I felt like for the big stage, I thought my first round was my best and I wrote down. And then everybody's telling me they feel like I wrote up. I'm like, what the fuck? This is a complete opposite.
yo, I'm gonna be totally honest with you, right? For me, right? I could always kind of gauge what my rounds is gonna look like, in like a smaller setting. Like if I write a round, I'll be like, all right, this is my stronger round. This might be my weakest round. This round, is
Yeah,
in the air. On a big stage, I could never predict it. Like on when I
I
battled
thought I
Casey,
could. Well,
I
I
was
didn't
for
know nothing.
sure. I was for sure like I was like, yo, my first round is fire, but my second round with all these flow pockets and all that on the stage, oh, it's over. And then when we got there, I was shaky about the third. And the first hit the hardest, and then after was the third. And my second round, which I thought was my best round, was the one that I got the least reaction for. So
That was me.
yeah, that
I
shit is
thought I
crazy.
stacked the first with back to back to back and nothing. Second round, picked up. Third round, they going crazy. And that's another thing. I said, you know what? I don't want to write about sex. I don't want to be chatty. I don't want to be messy and do the cliche thing and drag out sex bars and dick sucking bars and all this shit for 3 rounds.
Yeah,
And then people writing me like, you should have did what you did in the third round the whole time. I'm like, are y'all fucking serious? Like,
yeah.
I was damned
Not
if I did or damned if I didn't. Like it was like 50% wanted one thing and 50% wanted the total opposite of what that 50% wanted. Some people were saying like we don't want to hear a whole bunch of I fucked you, you fucked me bars. And then the other side was like, yeah, we want the tea. So it's like it was tough. Like I just really went with the writing side. I didn't want to go with the cliche we fucked before, let's talk about that 3 rounds. Like I thought that would have been whack. But I don't know. Like I don't really know what the big stage want, and that's something I did not figure out while in Atlanta after
Yeah, nah. What you got?
after.
What I always say is, man, just do what you want to do, and just do that at the best of your ability. Because if you sit there like, I remember when I battled Ill Will, I shook the building the whole time. You know what I mean? To this day, that's like one of the biggest reactions they talk about that. I read the comments after that battle. They was like, yo, DNA's mad simple. You know what I mean? You can see his bars from a mile away. And I'm like, in my mind, at this time, I
That's
never.
what works in those big
Yeah.
stage rooms.
You know what's crazy though? At that time though, I never got to display that I had a pen. So I'm taking it personal. Like, yo, let me show them that I could write because they think I'm just doing this because this is all I could do. So I battled Rock Nets in the same building. bar up pen heavy and get destroyed live. And they like, yo, why you ain't just come like how you did versus Ill Will? And I'm like, yeah, I'm never listening to y'all again. I'm about to do what I
And I'm
want to
gonna
do.
tell you why, because you got those people in the building that's drunk high, and you gotta spoon feed them simple shit so that they could catch it because they're faded. And then you
Mm-hmm.
got the ones on the stream and the watch back. So it's like you really gotta make a choice. Like, which one do you want? You want to have really good playback and really good content, or do you want to have like the room shaking? And it's like for me, I want both. I'm not willing to
Yeah,
sacrifice
yeah,
one for
you
the
need
other.
both. To me, I feel like you need both. You need enough to where, because believe it or not, even though people try to say, yo, man, I don't go for crowd reaction, we all do. So you can't have the building silent. You got to have enough bars that resonate to the people live to where they reacting and then still
And
sneak
that's what
in
sucks,
the
though.
pen
That's what
shit.
sucks. That's what sucks for people like me. Like that. Now we're getting into the YouTube app era thing because you know what I mean? Like app era, we're not used to having to have reaction to know who won. We're not used to having outside events, like having big stages, like all this stuff is just coming back. So
Yeah,
I'm not even used to gauging my round to have to make sure I get reaction from the masses in the room. And then for you guys, you've already been on the YouTube. You've rocked so many big stages. So if it's going by crowd reaction and the people, a majority of the people are already there to see you, naturally you're going to get all the crowd reaction. And the people
yeah,
that's on the app, naturally, all of our fans will be watching from the stream because that's pretty much primarily how they watch battles. You get what I'm saying? So
yeah,
now we're reaching this era where those two generations are having a clash and we having to figure out how to help the app rappers level up to the outside stars. And it's tough. Being one of the app rappers, like it's gonna be tough. But it's my first time back out and I'm up for the challenge. I don't know about everybody else, but it's lit.
yeah. Nah, I feel like you did great the first one, and I feel like if you keep getting on that stage, it's only going to get better. Um,
Thank you.
my
What you
lap.
think about the crowd in general in Atlanta though? Like you being an experienced vet, like is that one of your better crowds?
They antsy. Like I don't, and it's like it's weird to say, but it's like different Atlanta crowds. So like I had bullpen Atlanta crowds and center stage, and it's different. Like that was my first time battling the center stage, but I was there on the Any Given Sunday card, the one with Lou and Clips, Chess and Calico, where Surfman Cortez was supposed to battle the first time, and they was super live because the crowd when Cassidy battled Goods was dead. So I was like, I mean, I don't know. To me, I feel like just big crowds in general, they anti. Like me, I never want to go after third. I'm cool on that. No matter how what they got me
Because
lined
once
up on
you
the
hit
flyer.
third, people is loaded but not fucked up yet.
Yeah, yeah. After the third battle, you gotta just be on 300 to get the. I can't even say 100 because that's still not enough. Like they already drunk, high, tired, feet hurt. Like now you gotta just be like some extraordinary shit. So
So
I'm like,
that was
nah.
another thing too. Like the fans love center stage because of all those chairs. I hate it.
Mm-hmm.
I hated DNA. Cause like for me, I feed off the fans. Like I
Yeah.
could see y'all in the seats reacting, but like it would be better if y'all was down here and like niggas could really see y'all, feel y'all, like feed off that energy. I didn't really like that venue for me battling. I liked it as a spectator though when I went for I forgot what event that just was that just happened at center stage like 3 weeks
Oh,
ago.
redemption, redemption.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I liked
Yeah.
it as a fan because yeah, I want to sit down, but as a battler, hated it. Hated it.
Nah, I feel you. I feel you. Yeah, the seats. I was kind of skeptical, but it worked out in my favor because I had it rocking. Because I was thinking to myself too, like, yo, man, they sitting down. Like, what is this? And I mean, what's this? What's this reaction gonna look like? Is this gonna be like a big, big room, or how's it gonna feel? But nah, they was reacting crazy.
Yeah, that
My
shit was
my last question for you is, how do you feel like it scored out with the? Because we won the Kings won the vote 3-2 on the caffeine polls, but how do you feel like what you feel like the numbers was?
I feel like it could be 3-2 anyway because the main event is debatable.
Okay.
That's just how I feel. I feel like, you and Casey, you guys could have went either way, but the winner just is what it is. No one's mad at that. The main event could have went either way. It just is what it is. Nobody's mad at that. Didn't like Clips at all. I
Yeah.
didn't like Clips at all. I don't think he Yeah, I didn't like his performance. I missed Shuni and Suge, but I did see Shuni won. I heard she did excellent. And then for like me and Twerk, I'm in the battle, so I can't really say like how everyone felt about it at that time. But like, I definitely give him the first for obvious reasons. Like, he put everything in that first. Everything
Yeah,
he had, the nigga put that in the first.
yeah,
Um, and like the second, I feel like it can go either way. And I'm really trying not. I'm really as subjective as possible, trying not to be biased. The second, I feel like could go either way, me personally. And the third, I feel like I took it. But obviously, Caffeine had all three. It is what it is. Opinion based sport. Super grateful for the opportunity. But yeah, I think it could have went 3-2 either way, kings or queens.
yeah. I agree with that. Only thing I didn't agree with what you said is me and Casey. I mean, I got that, but it was a good battle.
DNA, you hate being honest.
No, I'm being honest. I feel like she got the second round, but I feel like I got the first
And I'm gonna
clearly.
be honest too. I didn't watch you guys' battle like listening. I was just hearing the crowd while I was
Oh,
in the
okay.
back.
Yeah.
Um,
She got the second round though. I got the
yeah,
first
because I
clear.
was right after y'all, so I didn't get
Yeah.
to go watch it. But it seemed like the crowd was going crazy on both of y'all. So I'm just like, I thought this was the battle.
We was, but yeah, I mean, you could go ask just because I know you be thinking I be tripping, but nah, I'm not. Everybody got me first and third. She got the second though. She was wild.
Oh, okay. Okay, fair. And you edged those, or you feel like you washed?
No, the first round, this is how the battle went. The first round, I destroyed her to the point they thought the battle was over. The battle became fire because she didn't lay down. Her second round was
Yes, she
crazy.
imposed.
She came back on bullshit, and then she got the second, so everybody was like 1-1. And then the third, whatchamacallit, she was good, but she left like a lot of room open. And then I just went crazy in the third again.
Fair enough. I got to watch y'all battle now
Yeah.
before the VOD is down. All right.
All right, but nah, good looking for pulling up. And I mean, like I said, all those battles you said I want to see. But top of the list, I got Snake Eyes, Jazz, and 40.
Snake Eyes Jazz and 40. Yeah, if
Yeah.
40 will pop out, like, we just need to make it happen and get it over with for sure.
All right,
Snake
bet.
Eyes, whenever he want to come out his daddy basement, I'm out here.
Now I'm gonna get him on tomorrow, so I'm gonna try to get that set up immediately.
Yeah, he need to see me. I'm outside.
All right, bet. Good looking.
Thank you for having me, DNA.
All right, no
Bye.
problem. Bet. Shout out to Coffee for pulling up. We about to have Shotgun Shug and Fonz do the face off right